and start recording here. All right. I have one email address, two or three. All right. Is anybody else needed that's not on my email address here? Manuel, how you coming? I don't see your name up here yet. You need to raise your hand. There it is. Okay. So I have Gabe, Avery, Andrew. Do I have Andrew? Yep, I have Andrew, Emmanuel. Okay. There we go. Now you should be getting the Space Invaders icons. I can't, for some of the files, I won't be able to do that with, so y'all do have to sign up to Edmodo. All right, everybody's, let me put hands down here. Who here has not signed up to Edmodo yet? Raise your hands if you have not. Okay, so everybody is on Edmodo. So the icons are there to download. That's where I got them from there earlier, so I know they're there. So yeah, just pay attention next time. When we do the Arduino, it might be a little bit different. I might have to change things up for that. But we'll figure that out when we come back for it. All right. So we are going to create Space Invaders, and we're going to do. It's going to be a little bit more interactive and hopefully a little bit more challenging. And I'm also going to go a little bit off the presentations here because this is kind of dull. So I'm going to dress it up and make it a little bit more funner. Yep, I said more funner. I know that's not proper English, but. All right. So give me a raise your hands now when you know you have the icon downloaded to your computer. You won't be able to open it yet, not till we get to scratches. Let me know. Just raise your hand when you have it downloaded. That's the first thing I want to know. But good. I know what you're trying to do. The same thing, Avery. I know exactly what you were thinking. And while we're doing that, I'm going to check on this. All right, again, raise your hands and keep them up when you have it downloaded. Let's see what you got here, Jaden. That is cool. I like that. Good job, Mr. Jaden. That was pretty fun. I like that. I like the music you put into it. That is a game that Mr. Jaden made. He sent it to me. That was really cool. I can actually get used to that. Actually, I like that game. All right, yeah, raise your hands when you have it downloaded. Jaden, Manuel, Andrew. Cool. And Mr. Manuel, how you coming, sir? All right. Go ahead and have the new Scratch template open. And we're going to delete the cat. Go ahead and get rid of him. Nope, I'm going to download it to your computer, and then we're going to upload it into Scratch. So I know it's kind of like redundant, but you have to download it to one source and then upload it to another source. All right. Manuel, I'm not seeing your hand up, so I'm going to assume that you got it downloaded unless tell me otherwise. All right. To get those files onto Scratch, it gets to be, well, let's see, I'm hoping, knock on wood, it works first time around for everybody. It did not work first time around for me. So you just go to File and Upload from your computer. Upload from your computer, I see your comment. And then it should bring you to your downloads file. And then you should see space icons to share. Click open, hopefully it works. Okay. Awesome, and it did that time. All right. Gabe, I think you're trying to load up one that's already made or a game that's already made. But we're starting from scratch here, so just create a new game. At least I think that's what you're saying there. All right, and put a hands up when you have it uploaded to to Scratch, where you can see the laser, the spaceship, and the alien. Okay, 1 second, Avery. I saw your comment. Give me 1 second. Here, I'll delete mine. We'll do it again. Whoops. Cancel. All right. So once you have it downloaded to your computer, I'm going to walk through the entire thing, Avery. So here's our home page. I'm just going to create. All right, so it's going to start me off in a brand new sketch. I'm just going to go ahead and delete the cat by right-clicking. Wait till it saves. I'm going to right-click and delete the cat. Go ahead and get rid of him. Then go to this way, like clicking this. I don't know why it does not work for me doing it that way. So I have to come File, Upload from my computer. It should bring me right to my downloads files. If it does not bring you to wherever you saved it to, you have to make sure you go to wherever it is you saved it. Click that. Click on the space icons to share and open. It's going to ask you to replace contents of the current project. Click OK. And wham, bam, you should have. Cool. Manuel, Zach, how y'all coming? Raise your hands when your screen looks like mine so I know I can move on. Cool. All right. Everybody's on the same page now. So, here, gotcha, I remember the order here or I'll get confused. All right, we've already done all that. Everybody's already converted to the vector. It's uploaded from your computer. Okay. So we're going to go ahead here in the name up top. We're going to call this Space Invaders. So So that's going to be one first thing we're going to change. Is we're going to call this Space Invaders instead of Space Icons to Share. Space Invaders. Yeah, I can't spell. All right. Whoops. Space. All right. Here we go. So here we're going to go ahead and create a new backdrop. So come to over here to your backdrop section. And instead of, we're going to go to Paint New Backdrop. So Paint New Backdrop. And you can create this backdrop however, whatever color you want to. There's just certain little characteristics I want. I like blue, so I'm going to go with blue. And I'm going to go with yellow text. So I just hit blue paint bucket and clicked it, turn everything blue. Now I'm going to hit text, choose my color, and just pick where I want the text. And we'll call this Space Invaders. And here's the thing I do want uniform throughout. I want you to say, have 2 sentences throughout. I want you to say, press 1 for easy, press 2 for not for gory, for hard. Now, Jaden, I know this is redundant for you, but it'll stick with me here. I'll dress it up here in a little bit for you. All right. So we have 2 backdrops now. We have one that has text on it and one that's blank. Now, we have that, and now we're going to just use a stat or not a stat, what I'm looking for. A set backdrop for the actual game of the space. And that's easy as clicking on that little picture icon in the backdrop area. And then it should bring you up into all these options here. And we're going to go to space, the final frontier. You can click on either one you want to here. I'm clicking on stars just to make it look, spacey, I guess. I guess I can pick moon too. But I'm going to go with stars. So there. Now we have 3 backdrops. And I'm going to keep all 3, except for here where we have where your third one is already named stars, right? On that one that you created with the text, right? On the one that you created, the menu thing here that you created with the text, up here you can actually name that backdrop. And here I want you to call this menu. All right, I do want this to say exactly menu, and I do need this to say press 1 for easy, press 2 for hard. I don't care about the punctuation and grammar, but it has to be able to say that stuff, all right? So raise your hands when you have all that, and let me know if I need to repeat anything. I don't mind. No, you do not have to use the same colors. The 2 things I want is make sure it says menu up here, and then press 1 for easy and press 2 for hard. That's the main things I'm concerned about. And raise your hands up when you have 3 backdrops, one of them being menu and one of them being a spacey type thing. You can do moon or whatever. I'm not really concerned about that. Yes, the stars background came with Scratch. So to get that, I just click this icon right here. Choose backdrop from library. Click there, and I can go down to space, and it'll let me pick whichever one I want to from there. you can pick whichever backdrop you want to for your third one. Your first one, I want it to be exactly like I have it. Cool. All right. So here, I'm going to change things up slightly because the reason being here, let me show you when we try to explain why my rationale behind this. When you first start out, when you get into the college level programming classes, everybody says college level because it's hard, and then it does get to be a little bit difficult. But programming gets to be a little bit easier if you remember a few simple things. One, KISS. Does anybody know what KISS stands for? Not the rock band, KISS. There you go, Mr. David. Did I tell you that last semester? So programming is easy if you can remember this acronym. That's keep it simple, or keep it simple. Keep it simple, stupid. That's what it means. So keeping it simple. And reason I'm saying all this, one, it does help you out when you get into the higher levels, and two, the reason I'm switching things up a little bit is because it doesn't make sense the way we have it set up here, because we're kind of going all over the place. We go from aliens to lasers to back to spaceship and everything else like that. Or keep it stupidly simple. I like that too. Keep it stupidly simple or stupid simple. Both ways work. Actually, I like stupidly simple. I like that one. I'm changing it over. All right. So here, whenever you're programming, it's all a matter of what do you have to do first. Now, what I want to do first, or what I think should happen first, is we get the menu to work. All right. So when the menu pops up, I don't want all these icons here. I want all those things to hide out. So with the backdrop selected here, I still have the backdrops here, and you can write scripts for your backdrops. So here I'm clicking on with backdrops here selected. I'm going to scripts, and I'm going to go to events. I'm bringing in the when clicked and control or looks. So when the game starts, I'm going to switch to backdrop, not stars, menu. All right. So now whenever this game starts, I know that this is going to be the first thing people see. All right. We still have the icons here because we haven't told them to do anything with that. So let's go ahead and fix that now. So with each icon, you're going to bring in the when clicked, go to looks, and hide. All right, so when it's clicked, we're going to hide. So when click, hide makes sense, right? Do that for every single one. You can make your life easy by duplicating it and then just dropping it on each icon. Duplicate, delete. So now when I hit play, cool. Everything goes away and I can't see it. That's what we want. Don't worry, we'll make them show back up later. So raise your hands when you have that. When you have this when click hide on all three icons and your backdrop looks like this here. My weekend was I should have done a lot more than I did. How you coming, Mr. Avery? Okay. All right. So here, I'm going to go ahead and kind of move on, Avery. I think you're getting enough that I can. All right. So we have the menu working. We have it so that when the game starts, the only thing the person sees is the menu. So now we need to move on to what would be like step two. Step two would probably be uh, switching the menu over to the actual game mode. So we're going to, again, I'm still in backdrops here. I'm not changing here. So here we got, I'm scripting again for my backdrops. All right, all of them. I'm going to go to, I think it's events. Yep, events. Bring in 2 events, when space key press, and bring in another when space key press. So change both of these to 1 and 2 respectively. So when 1 key is pressed, when 2 key is pressed. So we have 2 when key press things here. Now for the easy to hard parts, that's going to be the tricky part, is we're going to have to use what's called broadcasting. Right, Mr. Jaden? Is that how you do it? Yep. So we're going to bring in 2 broadcast messages here, broadcast and broadcast. Except for we'll have to make each one say something different, which is easy. So you just click on the where it says message 1, just go down to message or new message. And this is 1 for me, so I'm going to go with easy. And this one, we're going to make it say hard. Simple enough, right? Now, I like the fact that they use the broadcast key command here, because if I was to put that probably in a practical coding language, I would consider that what I would say or call a global variable. So it's something that gets sent out through the entire code. All right. So easy, hard. So we have, what do we have here? So we have the menu, we have the selections selected or coded for. So I have easy and I have hard, and we might not get to the differences tonight. Probably not. We'll find out. But we'll get there. So when 1 key is pressed, when 2 key is pressed. So the game starts there. So we're going to add another command under both of these. Going to looks, and then switch to backdrop stars. Well, wait, not and wait. Switch to backdrop stars, and switch to backdrop stars. So now, if I hit play, nothing happens really until I hit 1 or 2, doesn't matter which one. 1 or 2 should switch it to your next backdrop. So I hit play again, it goes back to Space Invaders. I hit 2, and it should bring me back to my backdrop, but I still cannot see my icons. So raise your hands when you have all that. Go ahead and hit stop on mine. That was beautiful, wasn't it? Let me know if I need to repeat anything. Again, all of this is on backdrops. All right. Let me actually do something. Okay, bring that up. All right, Avery, Andrew, how y'all, or Jaden, how y'all coming? There they are. All right. So we've hidden the icons. Now we're going to make a command to show the icons when certain things happen. So here I'm just going to start with my laser because that's my first one. And here. Now, in this time, instead of using the when clicked, we want everything to happen when the stars show up or when space shows up. So all my code for pretty much every icon here is going to fall underneath this tab here. This when backdrop switches to stars, and I'm going to go to looks, and I'm going to go to show. And I'm going to do that for every single one. Events. When backdrop switches to stars, looks, and show. And here, events. I'm hitting the wrong ones. Scripts. Events. When backdrop switches to stars, motion or looks, and show. All right, now see, hopefully y'all knows how I'm doing it. I'm doing this in a very, hopefully methodical and easy to understand manner. Hopefully y'all, and this is that way I actually code too. Like when I'm actually writing real programs, I just like, all right, so what's first, what's second, what's third? All right, cool. And you should have, so now when you hit 1 or 2, you should actually see your icons. I believe so, Mr. Gabe. I make my GIFs a different way. Gabe asked, can we make GIFs with this? I think you can upload GIFs into this. So I would think you'd be no reason why you could not. All right. So the first thing we're going to do, after all of that fun stuff is said and done, is I am going to start coding for my spaceship. Now I'm going to go ahead and move him down here. Now I want y'all to just go ahead and I want y'all to go ahead and try to figure it out. Make it so that your spaceship can move left or right by the arrow keys. All right, make sure your spaceship can move left or right by the arrow keys. Oh, let's see what I forgot. Cool. And I'm also going to add in, I'm going to make it go to the middle of the screen, or roughly the middle of the screen every single time. So be right about there, somewhere around there. All right, raise your hands when you have that. If you need help, you can look at my screen. I already got the code set up. Have you just done this right now, Mr. Jaden? All right, put your, again, the code's on my screen now if you need to see it. Put your hands up so I know I can move on. Jaden, go ahead and put your hand up so I know. Thank you, sir. Okay. All right, cool. All right. So we have spaceship coded, we have menu coded, we have all a bunch of stuff coded. So now let's work on laser. Oops, laser. And where's my slides? One second, I don't remember this one exactly. There it is. All right. Yeah, now I remember how to do this one. So here, we're going to change this one up a little bit. This is going to be the code we put for the laser. But what we're going to do is, yep. So again, I'm on the laser. I'm going to go to events. When space is pressed, we're going to put another show in there. When space is pressed, looks, show. Now, for the laser, what we want to do is we want to go up for a certain amount of time and then stop. So that's probably going to be what I call a for loop or a repeat loop. So here we're going to go to, first we got to make it go to the sprite, I'm sorry. So here we got to make it go to your motion, and then there's a go to command somewhere on there. There it is. Go to spaceship. So here I'm saying when space is pressed, show it, even though it's showing here. It's going to disappear after that here in a minute. Go to the spaceship. I'm going to make it repeat for 40. So I'm using the for loop. 40 here. And then change Y by 10, which is in your motion block. Change Y by 10. And then looks and hide after the end. So we want it to pretty much stop. So when we hit space, it's going to show it. It's going to go to the spaceship. It's going to move up 400 increments of Y. So it's going to go from here all the way up to here, 40, and then it's going to hide. And then we hit spacebar again. Hopefully, it repeats the entire process. Let's find out. Oh, mine did not work right. What, maybe this is messing it up. Okay, it was working earlier. Oh, set Y. I'm a genius. Change Y by 10, not set Y by 10. Whoops. There we go. If it's set up right, it should keep shooting, Mr. Gabe. I like how Scratch does that. Every time I press spacebar, it highlights the actual code that's being used. So, there you go. All right, raise your hand when you have that. Check your, make sure you have a go-to spaceship. If it's never coming back, Gabe, you probably don't have this command on there. And it should be outside of the repeat loop. No, mine just shoot once. I have to wait for it to get off the screen before I can shoot again. But yeah, it shoots once. Are you coding on the laser, Mr. Gay? That's going to be my first question. Make sure you have laser selected. And I guess that wouldn't matter. Let's find out. That might be messing you up. Hang on. I might know what your problem is. Nope, that wouldn't change it. Make sure you're using a repeat, not a forever. Instead of right here, this is not a forever block. This is a repeat block. Repeat 40. Send me your link, Mr. Gabe. Here, just copy this and send it to me. There you go. Let's find out what's going on here. Oh, you gotta share it with me too. Share it with me, Gabe, then I'll look at it. Right up here, share. And then I put my name in there somewhere. I think once you hit share, I should be able to see it. It's right up here in the top right corner somewhere. I don't know what the monkey was doing, Mr. David. Oh, yeah. I forgot about the butt. Yeah, that thing blocks it sometimes. Okay, while I'm helping out Mr. Gabe here, so I want y'all to try to do one thing. I want y'all to make a variable called score, and I want the score to increment by 1 every time the laser hits the alien. See if y'all can get that going. You didn't put the show back in there, Mr. Gabe. I think that's it. So there, show, go to spaceship, repeat 40, hide. That should work. Yep, that's all it was. You should be able to, here, let me hit remake button. I think that, there you go. Now you should have it. Yeah, because I did it, because you shared it with me and I did it that way. I did it for you. Oh, well then I don't know, man. Is it working now, Mr. Gabe? All right, cool. Let's see, I got 10 more minutes here, and I do want to change something up this time around. So what did I say? I want the alien. I want a well, first up, I need a variable score. So I'm going to make a variable called score here. So I want to say forever, And I'm on the alien right now. Forever if the sensing if touching laser control or looks or something. Where is it? Oh yeah, data. Change score by 1. Hopefully this works. Let's find out. I don't know why it does that. If touching laser, change score. Oh, because it continues touching it for a while. So it increments it by 3. So I'll make this 1. Why does it do that? If touching laser. Well, maybe you don't need the forever. Oh, I got rid of the thing. Is changing score by 1. 1. Keep the forever in there. Why is this thing being retarded now? I did it if touching laser. Let's see. I did the score coded on the alien. I did it if touching laser change score by 1. It's touching laser change more. It's touching the laser for more than 1 frame. Yeah, that's what I'm working on too here. You know what? Here, we're gonna make both our lives easier for right now. I'm gonna set change score here. So here, we're going to do a little simple math maybe. Let's see if that works. Still changing it per frame. Yeah, I'm working on I did it a different way last time. Oh, that's why. If touching laser. Get rid of that. How much time I got? How did I did it a different way. I'm trying to figure out how I did it last time. I did it somewhere different. It worked. Where'd you get the division operators at? I didn't know there was a division operator. My score isn't working. It will go through the laser, but nothing happens to the score. But I have it just like you have it. I'm coding on the alien Mr. Mr. Zach, that'd be the first thing or Andrew, that'd be the first thing I would look at. Let's try this. All right, that works. I don't know why it's doing that different from last time. That bugs me. Oh, whoops. Sorry about that. Who was that? Gabe? Gabe, I was just coding on yours. My bad. So, yours is set. Yours is good to go, Gabe. There you go. Yours is set. I'm going back to it, Avery. I see your comment. Alright, so Alien went back, drop switches to stars. Forever. You know what? I got an idea. Sensing. I got it. So here I'm going to go if. I'm going to put a wait 1 second at the end of the if statement. This is the ticket. Go to data. Change score by 1. Whoops. Score. Or change score by 1, wait 1 second, if sensing, if touching laser. That should work. Hit play. 1. There it is. So there's the code. And again, I'm on the laser, or on the alien. Raise your hands when y'all have that. And the 0.33333 thing would have worked too, Avery. That's how I got Gabe set up. I tried it a different way from the way I did it earlier just because I don't like doing the same thing twice. Alright, next class, or I'm going to try to get to it this class. Alright, raise your hands when you have that. Raise your hands when you have a score changing by 1 every time the laser hits it. And what, now, other than the frame rate of it increasing more, there's also another problem. Has anybody noticed the other problem yet? There's one thing we didn't tell it to do. Let's see, Mr. Jaden, there's a problem with the way I have it set up. Can you spot it? It's not the fact that we need more aliens. We'll get there, but we don't. It's not that. That's not the. There's a logic error. There it is. Good job, Mr. Andrew. Not quite yet. You're right, the alien isn't moving yet, but that's not where I'm going to. The only thing I want right now is, again, the step-by-step process. I want the laser to interact with the alien. And I'm just doing that now by increasing the score. But Mr. Andrew noticed it. Is one thing I did not tell it to do is that I didn't tell the score to reset. An explosion too. But I did not tell the score to reset. So every time I play now, the score is going to be whatever it was set to. So to change that, we just go back here, underneath when clicked, I'll set a score to 0. So now every time I play, the score resets. 1, and it gets set, resets again. How much time I got? 8 minutes. Raise your hands when y'all added that little set score thing to it. Dadgummit, I really want to put in arrays, but I don't think we're going to get to that. I have 2 minutes. I don't have enough time to explain an array. Jaden, have you ever done arrays before in Scratch? An array or a list? A list variable or an array, something like certain teachers, people call them different things. Okay. Yeah, I really wanted to get into that today, but I don't think we're going to have time. We are not. All right. So everybody's on the same page here as far as the spaceships interact with the alien. Or, I'm sorry, the menu switches to space. All the icons show up. The laser shoots out of the spaceship every time you hit spacebar, and the laser interacts with the alien by way of increasing the score. Is that a true statement for everybody here? Awesome. Awesome. I got a few yeses. Cool. So next class, I will dress this game up a whole lot more. Or I'll try to. I don't know if I get around to it. I would like to add a few other things to it. Next class, I'll add sound, arrays, and let's see. And we'll get the alien moving. Maybe even the control. Maybe a clone. I don't know yet. All right. So, all right, it's 8 o'clock now, so class is officially over, by the way. But what I'm looking for is to have it so that your menu switches when you hit 1 or 2, your spaceships move left or right, you're able to shoot the laser, and the laser interacts with the alien. By interacting with the alien, I mean by increasing the score. Who did I just lose? I lost somebody real quick there. Who left real fast? Avery, I got Avery, Andrew, David, Gabe, Manuel, Jaden, Zach. Who did I just lose? Was I that bad? All right. Put your hands up if everybody has the aforementioned stuff. Thank you, Mr. Avery. Take care. Cool. Looks like almost everybody has it. Gabe, Dave, Manuel, Zach. Take care, Mr. David. All right, y'all. I think everybody's on the same page. I'm going to end class now and bid everybody adieu. Anybody having issues I need to stay over with? Going once. Going twice. All right, I'm going to bid y'all adieu.